How much do you need to be making in order to comfortably afford the 2025 Tesla Roadster? Let's find out. So the 2025 Tesla Roadster is expected to start around $200,000 for the base model, with the first 1,000 being the limited Founder Series that will start around $250,000. There is a $50,000 refundable deposit that is required in order to reserve the Tesla Roadster, which is made up of a $5,000 initial payment and then a $45,000 wire transfer that you would expect within the first 10 days after that initial payment. The Tesla Roadster is expected to have all-wheel drive, a triple motor setup, a top speed of over 250 miles per hour, and a range of about 620 miles. It seats 4 people and goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. It is also expected to have a lightweight, removable glass roof that fits inside the trunk. Now, with the starting price being $200,000, and then we also include an 8% sales tax, then that would be $16,000 in sales tax that you would be adding on as well, which is then going to bring the total price to about $216,000. Now, if we put that into the car calculator and consider the $50,000 down payment, and if we also consider you getting approved for a 6% APR and financed it for 60 months, which is 5 years, then your monthly payments would be about $3,209.25 a month on average for the Tesla Roadster. Over the course of those 5 years that you're financing, you would end up paying a total of $26,554.70 in interest. Now, this is a car calculator that I made myself for my website, mayhaven.com. It is free to use, and I'll put that down in the description below if you'd like to check that out. But of course, as we know, that is not everything that goes into the cost of actually owning the Tesla Roadster. So we do have to factor in your other expenses as well, especially those monthly costs, things like car insurance, which would be around about $1,800 a year, which comes out to about $150 a month on average. But of course, keep in mind those numbers are going to fluctuate depending on your personal circumstances because it's based off of your age, your driving history, the state that you live in, and a bunch of other factors as well. So just make sure you're aware that those numbers are going to fluctuate based on your personal circumstances. And of course, with the Tesla being all electric, we do have to consider charging costs. You'd be looking at about $52 a month for your charging costs. Of course, this is going to fluctuate a bit depending on where you choose to charge and where you live, but that is an average to go off of for your monthly charging cost. And for your maintenance, you would be looking at about $828 a year, which is about $69 a month for your average maintenance cost. Now, if we add all of these monthly expenses together, your payment, your insurance, your charging cost, and your maintenance, then you'd be looking at about $3,480.25 a month total on average for the Tesla Roadster. Now, let's say you wanted to keep that at a comfortable 15% of your average annual income, then that means that you would need to be making about $278,420 annually in order to keep that in a comfortable 15% of your average annual income. Now, just to put that in perspective for you, let's say you paid those same monthly expenses every single month for the entire 60 months that you're financing, plus that original $50,000 down payment that you made. Over the course of those 5 years, you would pay a total of $258,815 for the 2025 Tesla Roadster. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next.